Designing differentiated instruction to meet specific needs, presented by Courtney Marks. Disability definitions. Based off of the IDEA Act, I chose 5 disabilities to focus on and research for my future students and my current students. The first disability is OHI, other health impairment. This is having limited strength, vitality, or alertness, like heightened alertness, to environmental stimuli that leads to limited alertness or chronic or acute health issues. 2. Speech or language impairment. This is a difficulty with forming words or sounds correctly and can also have difficulty making words or sentences flow smoothly, which could cause some stuttering. Third, visual impairment including blindness. An impairment to vision that even with correction can affect the student. 4 is traumatic brain injury. This often can occur as a result of a severe injury like a sports injury or car accident, and there can be immediate or delayed symptoms, including some like confusion, blurred vision, lack of concentration, and difficulty understanding. 5. Gifted and talented students. Those are students who have an outstanding gift or talent and are capable of high performance, but who also struggle in some academic aspect. Based off of the 5 disabilities that I researched, I then looked at what skills were affected for each one. Starting with OHI students, you can see that I've listed a bunch of examples for each one. I'm going to read the definition of what I found first. OHI does not directly affect a student's learning, but the side effects might, like taking the medication, that could create tiredness or lack of energy. It could impact the memory or attention of the student. The examples are listed below. The speech or language impaired students could have difficulty following multi-step directions and trouble learning how to read or spell. Below are the examples. For our visually impaired students, this impacts normal sequence of learning, social and motor skills, also language skills, which can create the low motivation they have to explore their environment. This lack of motivation then initiates social interaction, a lack of social interactions as well. Below are the examples. TBIs, or traumatic brain injuries, could lead to convulsion or seizures and a state of being dazed or confused, disoriented, which then leads to memory and concentration problems, mood changes, mood swings, depression, anxiety, difficult sleeping, sleeping more than usual. Below are examples listed. Our gifted and talented students, or twice exceptional students, reach high achievement in most areas, but have a learning disability in a certain area that makes achievement in that area difficult. Below are some examples listed. While thinking of these students and the students I will have in my future classroom next year, I thought about my speech impairment students specifically, because I will be the read-only room. Differentiated strategies that I've come up with that I'm going to use for them start with number 1. Allow for the students to demonstrate understanding in different ways, like a paper exit ticket technology, which would be Seesaw, where they can load their answers onto the camera, or verbally express them to me. Secondly, extended time to work on activities are differentiated without compromising the objective specifically. Number 3, allow for students to record and play back a lesson on their technology device. Using the UDL strategies, I looked at a technology strategy based off that. The assistive technology, like the electronic fluency device, allows for students to play back their voice or my voice where they can perform their task. Another UDL would be to provide a variety of learning games based on the students' assessed levels through the data that I would collect. Allow the games to be different tactically and delivered differently so that students are able to show what they know and are able to discuss their results with others.